Welcome back, everybody. Pre-season is done. We've been busy. I have spent an absolute fortune. But we're about to go into the Premier League with Coventry, and we've not left. Welcome back, everybody. This is In the Dugout FM. I, of course, am Millers. This is Sunday League to Champions League. And together we are about to embark on our very first season in the absolute epitome of English football that is the Premier League, with a view to trying to keep Coventry in this division and further develop our own standings in the game. So, we've been really busy in the window. Really busy. I've brought in, I should say, plenty of quality. For those of you that watched yesterday's, if you didn't go and watch yesterday's, for those of you that watched yesterday's, I said I wanted to replace the goalie and the two fullbacks. That was my target. I've done that, and we've sprinkled a little bit of quality in other areas as well. Unfortunately, I've not managed to move out as many players as I would like to move out, but we'll talk you through that in a minute. All the while, we've done all of this work, improved our staff, certainly improved our first team squad, but that doesn't seem to have affected the bookies' view of us at all. So they think we're 1,000 to 1 shot for the Premier League, and I don't blame them. We've just come up, but I don't think they've got any view in terms of how we performed last season, and the squad that we've assembled here I think is really strong. I might be being daft. We'll soon find out. We've got Southampton today, which I will show you as a live com. They came up with us, so we will see how we get on. It's at home as well, so ideally we kick it off with 3 points, but I suppose you never know, and Southampton are better rated than we are for this division, so we'll see. But let's get into the transfers first of all. So you can see from a net perspective, we spent 42 million. I'd like that to be lower, but the board did give me that money. We are still within our budgets, so I'm quite pleased with that. The only notable outgoing is Callum, and that's because he wouldn't accept a new contract as being our backup keeper. So because of that, he's had to go, and that's just the way that is, I'm afraid. He threw his toys out the pram when we brought in our goalie at the end of last season, which is Gavin Bazunu. So we signed him from Middlesbrough, who just got relegated, and I know that doesn't sound great, but Gav had the top rating for a number of saves in the Premier League. He was super, from a perspective of what he did for the club, I think he did really well, and therefore he's got Premier League experience, and he's coming to us, and absolutely he's a 4-star goalie, which is what we wanted. We did want West Brom's goalie, but because they came up at the same time we did, we couldn't get him. He was an England under-21 goalie, and unfortunately, because West Brom won their playoff, they managed to hold on to him, which is a shame, but I'm quite happy with Gav. Matt O'Reilly is a signing that, in fairness to Brian Beresford, he saw our director of football. He was available for quite cheap. I think we picked him up for, just under 2 million from PSV, and he's a nice little player. He's gonna sit in that deep line playmaker role for us. Been great pre-season, fits how we want to play. So really pleased with that, and a little bit of experience. He's played in the top league in Holland, so he joins us, and he will sit in our first team, which is good. Sam Ayres was a lad I've brought in on free. Saw him get released from United. Really good, full of talent, full of ability. England under-21. He's rapid. He loves getting down that right-hand side, loves taking on players. I like him very much, and he can play anywhere across that front three, really, for us. So, but he will stick to that left-hand side, probably. That's certainly where he's been pre-season. I've picked this kid up. The scouts highlighted him to me. 20 years old, potentially a 5-star player. He's described as a wonder kid. He's a right-footed left winger. Agility, pace, flair, dribbling, crossing. He's got the lot. And, we didn't really pay through the nose for him. 15 million quid. We did pay a little bit in add-ons if he does go on to do what his potential suggests. But actually, what a signing. Delighted with him. And again, he will start for us. I brought in Harvey, again, a lad that's been flagged to me by our scouts. He matches our MO for the back, right? Great at tackling, great technique-wise. As a fullback on that left-hand side, we want him to invert. So passing, really, really strong. I'm pleased with him. In all honesty, he'll probably be a squad player because we've signed somebody who I really, really wanted to sign at left fullback. But he's good. He's going to come in and most definitely takes that role, certainly in cups for a start. Emerson Royal. We've signed a known name. So he's approaching the end of his career, sure, but actually he's still got a bit. Defensively, really, really strong, willing to get forwards, no problem there. Great work rate. So, yeah, happy to bring him in. He was at the end of a contract. Yeah, we're paying him a fair bit of money, but actually you can see he's still got market value. Not that we're planning on cashing in on that. We've got him for a couple of years, and I'm delighted with that. He will give us, again, that layer of experience in the squad. Here's the boy. I've signed him. I've managed to sign him. Hull, I think, were struggling for money. They put him on the transfer list, so that flagged up, obviously, because he's been on my shortlist for a while, and I stuck an offer in, and we've managed to pick him up. We've paid a lot of money. That wasn't all done up front, so there's been some instalments done, and I've done a little bit of jiggery pokery. I think I paid 9 million up front, and the rest is in instalments. But this is going to be our starting left back. Ryan is all about it. Absolutely quality, and he will have a field day down that left-hand side, I assure you. This kid has been brought in by Brian. He thinks he's full of future, which is fine. He matches the bravery style of centre half that we like. He's 6'4", so he's absolutely a unit. So I endorse the transfer, but in reality, he's going to sit in our 21s. So nothing really to speak of there. And then an old favourite you might remember, Martin Gold, again, became available on loan. I've signed him with an option to sign him for £21 million at the end of the season if he does bits for us. So him and Zhuo on the right-hand side are going to work together to see who's going to start and who's going to work in that position that we love, cutting inside as a winger out there. And then we've got the two lads we've brought in on the left-hand side as well. So not only have we strengthened the back, we've actually strengthened in midfield too. I'm delighted with that. I wanted to see 2 or 3 more lads go out. I wanted Ryan Giles to go out. I wanted Jay Da Silva to go out. They won't move. We've had offers for both of them. They won't shift because of their wages, which is a real shame. But they're being ostracised. They've been put into the reserves, or to the 21s, I should say. Jay's had the captaincy taken off him. Crossan's now our captain. But they still won't take offers. They've been, I think Jay had Antwerp off coming for him, a couple of teams in Holland, and he's just said no to everybody. So he's in the 21s. But if we look at our squad, delighted with it. We said we wanted to improve in a couple of areas. Goalie, nearly 4-star. Right back, 4-star. Left back, potentially 5 stars. And then we've strengthened on both channels, which is great for us. And we've re-signed Tommy Conway on a new deal and Mark Crossan, so they're both going to stick around. I'm really pleased with what we've done. Mara wants to go because he hasn't played in that advanced forward role that he really wanted to do last season. I have played him there in the summer in pre-season, but I don't think that's going to be enough to convince him to stay. I'm not actively pushing to try and get him sold. So whilst he is on the list because he's asked to be put on the list, I'm not trying to get him out the door. So we'll see about that. And then we know we've got Oscar, who is on the way to being a 4-star player. These are delightful. He's done well pre-season. As you can see, 1 start, 4 from the bench. He scored a couple. So pleased with that. And he will sit on the bench for us too, as he's only 23. And the rest you already know. So I'm really pleased with this squad. We'll see how we do. But I've done what I said I wanted to do in the window. I've also bolstered our staff. So we're not the best as you would expect, but actually the chairman allowed me to have 2 more coaches. We've used that wisely. We've brought in a couple of goalkeeper coaches and a fitness coach as well. So we sit in a reasonable place, if it'll let me show you. Yeah, we sit in a reasonable place. Robin Van Persie is just a monster. He really helps us in there, and that's great. And of course, you've got the likes of me now, who's got his Continental Pro license. So, I've got a bit, Anna. So I get on the training ground, I help things, I get involved. Not the fittest, that's fair, but I can get involved. I do a bit. So yeah, really pleased with that. So I've got my my top badge now, and we're managing the Premier League and we're contributing to our coaching staff. So that's really positive. All in, we are working within our budget, no problem there, and that includes the lads that I'm trying to ship out. We've still got money available to spend if we need to, and Brian's desperate to spend it on some absolutely woeful players. I won't be spending it. I'm fairly pleased. The only movement I see now is players going out, to be perfectly honest, because I'm backing Mario, I'm backing Tommy Conway to be our starting 2 up top. I'm delighted with our midfield, really pleased with our defence. I'm happy with Gav too. So there's no problems for me here. I'm really looking forward to see what happens when we go and face Southampton, because actually I think we should be beating these. That's just me. Or they're taking time to remind me of their expectations, which is nice of them, isn't it? Attempt to avoid. I like that word, attempt. Attempt to avoid and then be competitive in the 2 cups. We've drawn Bristol in the Carabao Cup, so we'll see how that goes. They're a championship team as it stands. You will also be delighted to know, someone in the comments said, for the love of God, please get the badges sorted out. Now, I'm a bit of a technotard. However, I have figured it out. I managed to get on the Steam Workshop and I've got the badges sorted. So you can see, look at that. They're all there with the pretty real badges and all that stuff. So I'm pleased with that. And I'm sure he will be too. So hopefully that quells any worries you've got for not looking at fake badges all the way through this season. You won't have to. I've been and sorted that out myself. Right, let's get into this game, shall we? Pre-season's gone really well. We went off to Portugal, got a tan. I didn't really. I'm, still milk bottle white. But yeah, it went really well. Some really good games. I don't think we got beat. Really good fitness exercise. Pleased with what we did. And now we come into the season with an opening game at home against a relegation rival, you would probably argue. So let's see what we can do. I will also, on the next episode, take you through our new house. We've moved down here. And I've moved out of the Premier Inn because, there's only so many all-you-can-eat breakfast you can do without putting some serious timber on. So, there we go. We're going to, I'll show you our new house as well now we're down here. I am still going to rent because I'm not, we've got a new deal. We've got a new deal for 3 years, but I've been burnt by the Blackburn experience. So let's see. Look, we're at home. Go and have some fun, lads. Make the difference of the fans count. Let's see what we can do. I don't really want to be talking to you, David, in the tunnel, if I'm honest. How important is it to score first? Yes. Do you hope your team can produce? No, David. No. Absolutely not. It's almost time for kick-off in the Premier League. Yes, I'm excited. 100%. 100% I'm excited. Hopefully we'll get a full house. We should do well financially out of this little trip. But I'm hopeful we can compete. And I don't mean compete to go and win the thing. I mean compete to, try and stay in this division. With what... I mean, that was scruffy, wasn't it? I don't think they meant that. Let's watch it again. I'm pretty sure there's a dirty deflection in here. And if there is, I'm not going to whinge. Shot off. Yes, look, there's a toe there. There's a toe there. It's not gone down as an own goal because it was already on target. Gav had it covered, but the toe took it past him. Okay, well, it's not the best start in the world, but let's see what we can do with this. He's gone for goal, turned it round the post as Ernst. Hassel's got a free kick in him, by the way. He had a couple pre-season. Looks like we're going to go short. We have Goldie. Looking chain. That's a tackle. Well in you. Back out to Crossan. Can we? Nice clip into the channel. Box it if you can. Mario's in there. Didn't find him, though. Well done, you. Is that not a foul, ref? No, nothing there. Nothing there. Emerson Royal walks him inside, but Southampton have broke well here, and they've now got two in the box, one with a superb hairdo. I am a fan of that mohawk. Shot from distance, Bazoo clears it round the post confidently. I've still got confidence in Gav. That was, there's nothing he could do with that shot there. The toe took it past him. Is what it is. And look at that. Comes and claims. Delightful. We need more from him, so we're going to have a little shout. See if that makes any difference whatsoever. A couple of the players are smiling, so it looks like it has. Possession-wise, we're strong. We're matching them in terms of shots. We're just not as clinical. Okay. Let's see what we can do. They've got a free kick in our half. Can we win it back? They're working it well, Southampton. Well in you. Back to the goalie. Let's reset. Here he is. Our former Brazilian international. Forward to Conway. Go on, Tommy, son. Camacho. Resets to Jonesy. Clipped into a gap. Couldn't find Hassel, though. In fairness, they're still getting used to each other. He has come in late. Later than I would like for Jonesy. So he's not had the pre-season with the lads in the same way everybody else has. So I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. He's got enough about him to suggest he should be able to catch up. That's a foul throw. That really winds me up. It's gone from distance again, that Garby lad. No deflection for you this time, though, son. Looks like we're going to come in at half-time 1 down, which is disappointing. And we are. So they're going to be told it's disappointing. Show me something else second half. Do we go positive early or no? No, we don't. Come on. Stick to your principles, son. Stick to your principles. We'll be all right. I have confidence in this team. Rightly or wrongly, I have confidence in this team. But we have to be beating teams like this at our place. That's a bobbins header and it smells like a goal. Well done. Can we find somebody? Goldie. 3 up top there with you, son. They're with you. Camacho, deflection. Oh, Jonesy's gone from distance. He went with his left foot and he looks like he took a deflection because we've got a corner. Let's find the Swede. Get up, son. Get up. Unlucky. Unlucky. Better. Better. Maybe we encourage. Maybe we encourage a little bit of that. 5 more minutes, and I think we'll have to make some changes because it's not happening for us. We've not been clinical enough. Corner for Southampton, though. We won't make changes there. Hoofed clear. Goldie's got it. Just look after it. There's no one with you, I don't imagine. Ref! That's just vindictive. Just a yellow. Shocking. Could have killed him. Hope you get Goldie. Hassel wants to take the free kick, son. Oh, we don't have to watch this, do we? There we go. Thank you. He's talking to people, but he's not on the ball. I don't know if he knows. Not sure if he knows. There you go. Oh. Now that was an interesting technique. I have never seen that done before. Let's make some changes. Let's make some changes. Not been good enough. Tommy's frustrated, but guess what? So am I. Off you come, son. Mario's going to come off too. And then I think what we'll probably do is stick Gorman on because Gorman's got a goal in him. And we're going to go positive in the hope that we can actually try and claw something out of this game, which is a disappointing thing for me to say against Southampton at home. But that's the reality of it. Emerson's got a throw in. Back to O'Reilly. What can we do from there, son? He's gone from distance, and I wish he hadn't. He's gone wide. We are having shots. We are dominating play. We're just not being clinical enough. Hassel. Gap. Well done. Gorman. What can you do from there, son? Mara. Can you get a shot off? You can. And he's found the bottom corner Seiko Mara comes on as a substitute in his advanced forward role that he's desperate to play, and he slots. Mario's got a problem. Mario's got a problem. He's played his first game at home. He hasn't scored. Now, is he going to get dropped? No, he's not. But Mara is there, and he's done exactly what has been asked of him early doors. We're 1-1. Can we go again? Let's give him a shout. Well done. Bit more encouragement. What have we got, lads? What have we got? Can we do a bit? 16 shots. Nodded clear, though, by Southampton. Doig. Back to Bale. Looks like they're willing to recycle. He's that unit. We played him last season, remember. He's an absolute monster, that centre-half. Carbone's on him, the smallest lad in the world. He's an absolute beast. 17 shots, 5 on target, and we've only managed to score once. Better throw. Box it. Okay, don't. Goldie. Box it. Penalty ref. Jones-Pugh. The boy we spent an absolute fortune on. I told you he'd settle in. The left back has turned up in the box and he's netted. That's absolutely superb. This football's lovely, by the way. I'm screaming for a box. Carboni gets taken out. You'd argue it's a pen, but the ref says play on. Quite rightly so. We get the advantage and we get the goal at the death. Southampton are devastated, but looking at that left-hand side, we deserved that. We deserved that. The XG tells you we did. The shots, the possession, we deserved that. And we kick off our Premier League season with 3 points. Absolutely superb. What did it take for you to grab the victory from the jaws of defeat like that? Hard work. Where's my hard work answer? I'm happy with everyone's work. We should never allow ourselves to be in that position. Yeah, 100%. We shouldn't. Was that something of a mysterious masterstroke? Yeah, well, I am a bit of a... I'm half decent. I'm half decent. Well done. Yeah, we deserved the late goal. We absolutely did deserve the late goal. And that puts us 5th in the Premier League. Should we just pause it there? Let's just pause it there. Half decent, that. Half decent. Superb. Right. Okay. So, just so you know, in the 21 squad then, I have moved... he's only there because he was there for fitness, so don't worry about that. Emerson Royal's not really in the 21s. I've moved Ryan Giles down. He is wanted, but really no one's nibbling. He's available for transfer. He's in there, as is Jada Silva. And as you can see, you know, they're not even standing out in the 21s. There's my boy Jamie Lennon. He's going to be superb. I'm convinced he is. We've sent Alex Maycock out on loan. He has gone to Rotherham and scored 2 already, doing really well, delighted with him, and hopeful that when he comes back he will kick on even further than he did last season. And we've got Callum O'Hare in here as well, who again's on the unwanted list, but I cannot flog them for love nor money. So we're going to try and do that whilst you're away. We're in the Premier League. It's obviously quite an important time, so I will come back to you with another live com when we play Arsenal at home at the beginning of next month. We'll get August done. Come to the end of the transfer window. We'll come back for Arsenal. You'll see where we are. In the interim, we're going to play West Ham, Chelsea and Brentford in the Prem. And we're also going to get through the first round of the Carabao Cup, hopefully. I hope you've enjoyed that. I have. What a great start. And I will catch you all in the next one. Take care.